One world, one hood, one world, one hood. Let's do this, y'all. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy in the building, Dollar Mill. And I got the privilege to introduce to you tonight's speaker, the young Jedi, one world, one hood. And I really like this young man because when he decided to go live, he came up with that catchy phrase, 6 different ways to make a voltage, and paying for is not one of them. Free energy. No, please hold it. Hold your applause, it's not needed. I get y'all to click that like button, hit the subscribe and the share button if you haven't done so already. And to all the young Jedis in there, if y'all can hear me, let me get a 1. And let's have some fun. Oh, yeah. The Matrix is a system, and that system is our enemy. When you're inside, what do you see? Businessmen, teachers, lawyers, electricians, the very minds of the people that we're trying to save. But until we do, these people are part of that system, and that makes them our enemy. You have to understand these people are not ready to be unplugged. And many of them are so inert, so hopelessly dependent upon the system that they'll fight to protect it. Now, was you listening to me, or was you paying attention to the young Jedi boss in the chat room? What's popping, y'all? It's your boy in the building. Who we got? We start off. Who we got up in here? I see the young Jedi boss, of course. And you already know this one's for you. I see Ramsey. We in here. We live, baby. I see Aboriginal. Ha ha. An enlightened and Aboriginal at that. One of our brothers. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? I see Raymond Scott. All right. You know what I'm saying? MT, we are guys already. You know what I'm saying? You're first in class. You got all the front seats taken up. You know what I'm saying? You're attentive. You're paying attention. You're here. And that's what's good. Now, I know I had a couple of people I didn't see last time in the last video, so let me give them their shout outs to Truck or Trade, Balance Truth, Reno Ree, Laurel, Life of Lou, Rashard, Flat Motherfucking Power Ellis, you know what I mean? Peasy, J. Mai, and Quentin. Quentin, the long-term fan brother, goes all the way back to the startup before the Garage Destroyer was even put together, when it was still a thought. But yeah, shout out to all of y'all. I missed y'all in the last stream. We was running. And I'm gonna be honest, like it says, I don't know how long we're gonna pull this one off, because that's not like I was exactly prepared. I just said we have to do this. So if I got a freestyle, whatever we gotta do, we gotta do. So let's just get it on with it. Now, we gotta recap a little bit of the other day, the last live stream. Let me say that. I don't know if y'all can hear me, but we gotta get this right. So let me turn my camera on and make sure we got everybody where they need to be. Hold on, let me see how we do it. Oh, the cam. There we go. All right. It's your boy in the building, one world, one hood. Now, do you have on your PPE? The first thing I'm gonna need is I'm gonna need to make sure that y'all are all socially distanced. So I'm gonna need you to be 6 feet away from your computer screen. We can't have this. We don't need no Ronas, and we don't want no problem. We're trying to show everybody that we comply over here. We have our PPE. You know what I'm saying? You got your hard hat on with OSHA face shield. N95 this time. It's not even a regular one. All right. Can't see y'all for shit. I don't even know if you can hear me, but I'm protected. Are you protected? Anyway, back away from that computer screen. All right. We gotta keep this safe here. Think just because you're in your home that makes you safe. What about a computer virus? Uh-huh. Hey, got your gloves. Let's do this here, y'all. Hey, I can't see. This is fogging me up. I'm gonna about to pass out. I keep breathing this in fucking used up oxygen. Right. But listen, you guys keep your PPE on, all right? Keep your PPE on. Big dog in the house. What's popping, bro? Yeah. All right. Let's take this on from the last one. All right. Before I erase this screen, y'all remember we just finished drawing this out on the last screen. We says we have to draw this out, and you should have this, to be honest, on a nice big sheet sitting there in your house, so you're looking at it every day, pass it every day. It starts to talk to you after a while. All right. Now, for the people who, if you don't have this, you don't know about it, you need to go to the last screen, the last live stream. You know what I'm saying? We went over this piece for piece, you know, connection for connection. Today, we're going to start our connection off in between this connection right here. Y'all, you should know to it as the big wire, the power wire. Now remember, there's two wires on each side. I'm talking about the wire on this side that's connecting right to the collector, to the body. I'm working off of him. I'm not working off the one that's going directly to the battery. All right, we're working off the other side. All right, you got that? Got that? Cool. I'm basically well, I'm not disconnecting. I'm putting a little break in here. And when we start off this diagram, we're going to start it off from these 2 points right here. So I just want you to remember that, because we're going to wind up. Maybe I'll just erase half this board so we can still see it. And the reason why we're breaking this piece right in here is because we're going to add more coils today. And we're going to talk about the coils, and we're going to go over the coils, and you know what I'm saying, and what it's going to do for us, and make sure that y'all got the proper connection to get maximum amount of signal. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to my smaller whiteboard here, and then we're gonna look at, and I'm gonna go over this core. All right. So, and the reason why I'm gonna draw it a certain way, I'm gonna do all this so you can see, so you're gonna get an understanding. Where's my eraser? Here we go. Okay. I made this right. You know what? Let's make it look a little heavier, because I don't think you can see it good enough. I'll use these two color markers. And what we're doing is a representation right now. I'm doing a little representation of the core and what it's doing. So I'm using two different colors. Okay. And like I said, we're doing this in a real simple manner, so you can roll with us. All right. All right. Look what I did. All I did was I took two lines. I did these curls. Boom, 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 and went out the other side. This is a representation of our core today. All right. This core is one of these that we're using. And it doesn't make a difference if it was a pancake coil, what type of coil, how you use it. It's still the same concept. And what we have is two different wires. wrapped around. And in this picture right here, we have them represented with two different colors, a green one and a blue one. So the reason why I have it wrapped, with two different colors is because I have two different wires wrapped around here and they're two different sizes. They're called a Bifila coil. All right. I said, so a Bifila meaning two wires, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I have it two different colors. My quick little woo, woo, woo is your representation of this coil. Of course, this coil got thousands of probably spirals going around, but I'm just giving you a quick little rendition here. All right, cool. Let's talk about it. Now, when you looked at it from your simplest form, because when you started adding more coils, what we're doing is we're starting to make this not as simple as what's here. We took him off just one wire, because there's two wires. On this one, I should have made the red, blue, and green, so you can see it's the same as this. But we're gonna say is that the thick wire and then the thin wire is one is blue and one is green. Over here, you got a thick wire, a thin wire. That's one is blue. That's one is green here. It's the same thing. All right. This is your core. This is that core. This is that same thing that we're drawing here in representation, which is the same thing here, the core representation of what's going on. All right, cool. Now, we wanted to add more cores to this because we knew when we added more cores, we was adding more power. All right. And when you looked at this, you says, well, I got two wires, and I'm telling you, and I probably told you before, there's only one trigger, no matter how complex you want to make this circuit. Let's not make the trigger, and remember the trigger wire was the smaller wire. Just because you're adding more coils, I don't want you to keep adding more triggers. There's only one trigger, so we're not concerned with touching the smaller wires anymore. We're only concerned with touching the bigger wire because that's the power wire, right? Now, but of course, your new core still has two different wires on it and two different size wires, but you're only going to interrupt one wire. So you wanted to know what would be the proper way to put this together, and that's what we're going to go over today. All right, cool. All right. We're going to talk about some of this core, but let's look at the quick hookup for some of the jet that's in a rush. This is what I would like to see for maximum signal. Let's says the green wire right now is the big wire. And I'll make it a little thicker so we can see. So I just made the green a little thicker to the blue so we can see, right? All right, cool. Now and this is our new core. Our old, not old, but our interrupted, I'm going to just draw that right here as this was the wire interrupted. All right. And I'm going to draw this right here as the transistor with the 2 points on it. So you can remember, all right? Here's a transistor, here's the leg off it, and here was an interrupted. The same that happened right here. Only thing I did was draw him, the line that went to the core, and I interrupted it. I'm not concerned about the rest right now. That's why I didn't draw it in this picture. I'm just showing you that one little aspect where we're interrupting at. Okay, now this is what's going to happen. This is our bigger wire. This is our smaller wire. When the power of the core and the magic of what's happening is that your energy. Let's say we're gonna have to still do this in like like kids with electrons and stuff like that, so you can get an understanding of what's happening. So the electrons is flowing through the wire, right? And now it's wrapping and it's going around thousands of times. And each time one of these wires is overlaid on top of the wire, there's a magnetic induction that's going around it. So as that magnetic induction is also happening, where one wire is inducing the other wire, there's magnet spinning around that's also inducing this coil. Okay. Now the power, we're gonna say the power is the bigger one. The power is coming through now with your old coil. This right here, was your old coil. Your old coil went directly to the transistor. We're interrupting the old coil and we're putting him to the smaller wire on the core. This is your new core that you're adding. It's going to go through the core, and when it gets to the end of the core, you're going to tie him together to that other wire. He's going to now go back through the core and end up here, and now you're going to tie this guy back into the system. You see what's happening? What this is going to do is now, let's just say you had 1,000 turns going around this core. After you went through it 1,000 times and built up all of that induction and extra power, you go right back through it another 1,000 times. So this almost makes your each core into a double. And because you're passing back through the same magnetical field, you're saying it's gaining momentum, even no matter how you're looking at it, because there's still a force where it's moving in a direction. So it makes no difference, even though it's being induction, even though it's being induced from one wire to another, there's still a direction on this. And the direction is going through and through. There's a direction. It's still going forward, no matter, even though it's going back through it. You know what I'm saying? It's still going forward. This is what's going on. All right. I think. And if you wanted to add another core, you would do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? The reason why you started off on going to the smaller wire is because when you finish coming back, you will come back to the big wire again, and then you'll be back into your system. That's just to keep in the monotony going. All right. All right. The Bifila Coil. Let's talk about it. So make sure we getting our whole thing on it. Let's make sure we got our whole history. Bifila Coil. The patent from Tesla. 51234 in the year January 9th and 1894. The Bifila Coil has been patented already. You can't use any of these things in these methods already. It's already done. Somebody already has it written down, the method. Yeah, okay. So been written down for a long time. It's the reason why nobody ain't gonna get no money off of it. No matter what you do, you could change and do things into all sorts of ways that you want to do it, but you're still going through these certain methods in order to gain. You know what I'm saying? So, Bifila Coil. All right. Hey, the series resonant Bifila Coil has very unique properties. For one, you can make very high currents and also very high voltages. The dielectric field of the Bifila coil strength depends on the voltage. And to increase the voltage, series resonance is one of the methods. All right. This is now understanding this little key right here would be the reason why the Gary Destroyer wind up stepping up to 40 volts. All right. And why was that? Is because of this formula right here. All right, you see that? You see that, right. Yeah. Half times the capacitance voltage squared. This is the reason why I jumped it. I decided to use 40 volts. This is the reason why some of the Jedi's who are just now decided to step their units up to 12 volts or 20 volts are starting to see such a dramatic change in difference. You know what I'm saying? Just in that a little bit of changing your voltage, you now the whole entire equation changed. Squared. This is what's going on. Do we have any of the Jedi's out here? I see bosses out there. You got your hold on. Matter of fact, let me give y'all a link. So that way you can come up here. Maybe you can show your y'all units and talk to the peoples or give me any questions that we had to do right here. So let me see. I haven't did this one in a while, so let me see. Is it called share? Video file? No. Share screen? No. I want to give you an invite. There we go. Copy. Okay. And let's. Boom. Is that it right there? Is that the link to get y'all up here? Or yeah, boom, private chat. Cause I haven't did it in a minute. Hopefully that's not the link for the thing. That's the link to get you up here. And boom. But you'll let me know. In the meantime, I see Spirit Light Body, the young Jedi up in the house. Yeah. So we went over the resonance of the Bifila coil, and we know that we're using a potentiometer to find resonant frequency. But today we're going to get into the radiant energy in combination with the Bifila coil. And radiant energy is what Tesla found. It's very mysterious. Not much information about it can be found. But we do have people in the field like myself and a lot of other people who's playing in these fields and testing and learning what's going on. You know what I mean? We have books here by I don't even want to go over the books, The Secrets of Cold War Technology, you know what I'm saying? And where I think I probably read some of these chapters before. We'll go over it. Is that the right link here? I don't know unless y'all let me know. Oh, you know what? Let's look at the coil real quick. Almost forgot about that. Let's open it. Let's read this. Let's read into one of these coils and let's see what we got here, so we can get an idea and see the power of the coil and what's happening. Because I know we talking about it a lot. but I like for everybody to see what's going on. So what I'm going to do here on the coil, I don't know if you can really tell. I'm using a 22 gauge and a 24 gauge. One is a little thicker, one is bigger than the other. All right. So what I'm going to do here to make sure my ends are good is I'm going to burn the tips. Burn it, see where when it does that quick little flare up, I know that it just burnt the coat off. And that's what, yeah, boom. Now you know it just burnt the coat off. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. And let's do that on both sides. Okay. I see we got people in a room, so that must be the right link. I'm going to get to y'all in a second. Bam. Let's light them up till we see that little flash up. Ouch. It does burn. The heat does travel through the wire, so you can feel it. Let's burn him too real quick. There we go. Okay. And after I burn, I like to make sure that I have clean ends. So what I do is I have a little piece of sandpaper, and yeah, why don't you come up here? Why don't you come up here and turn your unit on and talk to the people here. One of the Jedi's here. I see y'all up in the chat room. I see Spirit up in there. I see Boss up in there. That's why I waited so late for y'all. So y'all can come up in here and too talk to the peoples, and then you can talk to me direct. So right now I'm cleaning off the ends of these right here. Okay, so I got a good clean connection. All right. Now let's find a multimeter. Where's one of my multimeters? And let's check it out here. And what we're going to do is we want the same wires here, right? So if I'm going to use the bigger wire on one side, I'm going to use the same bigger wire on the other side. All right, I'm going to wrap them around one. And then my other lead, I said I was using a bigger wire, right? Let's go to the other side. And I'm going to bigger wire, of course, again. I'm going to take him, I'm going to wrap him around the leads of the other side. I will turn this on and make sure I got a good connection. I'm going to put him on, turn some light on over here. I'm going to put him on continuity. I can't even see it with this little thing and the colors. Maybe I should go get my real. Maybe I should go get my real one. Hold on. There we go. This looks like continuity down here. Continuity on these little, on your multimeters, no matter what kind of multimeter it is, should look like the little picture, the diode picture. On this one, it's the little red symbol. Let me see if I can get it close to the camera. On this one, the bottom, see that little red symbol all the way down on the bottom? Over there, that's a symbol of continuity. Some multimeters, when you or testers, when you get continuity, you hear a sound. You hear a little ding or something like that. That's why I should have used my other multimeter, because it would have gave this sound. But I probably put that in my tool bag, and it's in the next room or something right now. All right, so in the meantime, this is continuity. All right, now let's get a magnet. Let's get a magnet and let's watch what happens to. Where's all my magnets? Do I got a box of magnets right here? And in this box, I got a whole ton of different size magnets, different types, different gels. So let's get a nice little. Let's get a nice little. Okay. Now. I don't want to. Let's see what the. Come on. Now, do you see these numbers jumping, playing? I know you can't see everything, but what's going on is because I can't hold everything in hand. I got a magnet in one hand. The core is sitting right here, and I have the lead tied to the core. And every time my magnet passes by the core, what happens is that a magnetic field is induced. And this is the reason why we have iron on the inside. The main reason why we change this iron to ferrite is because it gives you even more of an excited signal. All right. Now, what's happening is that the magnet is exciting and making a magnetic field. When I pull the magnet away, the magnetic field collapses. When the magnetic field collapses, it changes into voltage and then enters into the system. And this is what's happening. So the more times, see, you'll notice that here's another thing. So for your little science projects, so that y'all be seeing on YouTube, you just can't take the magnet and hold it and leave it there, and the power keep going. Notice the power not moving. The magnet has to move. The magnet needs to be in motion. Magnet sitting still, no power. Okay, it has to move. Okay, good. So when you see things where they start showing you, oh, we got this big old magnet, they wrap the wire around it a whole bunch of times and they put it to a spark plug, or they put it to this, or they put it to that. You know that if the magnet is not moving, then it cannot give you any type of voltage. And you also know that the magnet needs to be passing by a core. It has to be a core. You know these things, or man, you already know this. I already know this. I gotta say it like this, so that way you can use this one to sink into your head. You know what I'm saying? It's not about how you feel. And that's to be the problem with a lot of people. See, people look at stuff, and I understand you got logic, and your logic says, well, hey, you do this, you do that, you should be able to do that. I'd be like, yes, in theory, but you don't understand how this works. So you gotta understand how this works, learn how this works, then you can manipulate how this works. Don't make it work the way you feel. It don't work that way. That's what I'm gonna say. Hey, well, I see some people up here in the room. So let me open it up in the main here. Hold on. Add to stream. Add to stream. All right. Boom, boom. I see. There you go. There y'all muted yourself. You know what I'm saying? You can unmute and talk. You know what I'm saying? Introduce yourself. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what's going on. Y'all look a little new name here for me. Talk to me.
Much love, much respect, my brother. How you doing?
All right, all right, all right. I can hear you a
This
little bit. Let me see. Is that me? Can y'all hear that well? Or do I need to turn up my computer or something?
this Philly OG. I heard about you on Bruh Sanchez. I've been subscribed to you for a minute, but I bet first time me catching you on. I just let you know to come. I come with respect, and I'm trying to get a little more knowledge.
Oh, oh, I know the voice. I know exactly what's going on, brother. I know exactly who you are.
Yeah, I'm a moderator on Sanchez John.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know. I'm there with you. I'm in there with you.
I
I
got
just
you.
haven't been. I'm not. I haven't been. I've been a little busy lately. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been running some big jobs, and so I haven't been and I've been more playing in the chat room with everybody. But I get on the mic when I'm needed. When I see, you know what I'm saying, if I gotta come out there and defend for flat earth or whatever like that. And what happens is that I kinda like to see the new guys come on and start to be vocal and you know what I mean, and let stuff move around. But I'm always here. When it gets to the free energy part, you know what I'm saying,
I
you're not
already
gonna
know,
be able
my
to get
brother.
past me.
I
I'm here
already
for
know.
y'all. So what's going on, my brother? Like I said, I'm glad to meet you. It's my first. I hear you all the time. You know what I'm saying? In the new streams that since Bro Sanchez been starting up. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean. You know we all a family here.
Yeah, I show my face. I'm an OG. I'm 55 years old, man. I
Oh,
don't
there
got
you
no.
go.
I don't got no time for no games, man.
Well, that's what's
You
up.
know
That's
what I
what's
mean?
up.
It's all about love and respect as far as when I come.
Yeah, hey, exactly. Me too. I'm on this. I'm the same way.
I
You know what
already
I'm
know.
saying? I'm on the
But
same thing.
I'm here to learn and open up my mind.
Well, we got. There's a lot to learn here. And I don't. It's so much. I don't even know how to give it. But I'm
Well,
trying
I
to.
have a basic understanding of electricity and electronics.
Well, that's
So
good. That's good. That's good.
I'm not lost.
All right. Well, you know, we have a back chat in the Google Hangouts where we do a lot of our on hands on at. Well, but that way, you know, it's not like on, I'm just gonna come out on Friday be able to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? If you come into the back chat, you can ask questions. We got the rest of the Jedi's. The Jedi's are the guys who actually already passed the first stage and have their equipment already built. So you know what I'm saying? So these are people that can also help guide the situation whenever I'm not around. You know what I mean? And
I
they're
got you.
also guys who can get in contact with me. So whenever if you need something right away, you know.
I got you. I was just coming up here to let you know who I was and support the channel, my brother.
I really
Now
appreciate
you know who I am. I'm gonna go back in the chat.
Well, hey, I super appreciate that. Super appreciate that one.
All right, my brother. Enjoy your day. Much love to
Yeah,
the young Jedi's too.
yeah, yeah. Please, and make sure come into our hangout, the Google Hangouts. You know what I'm saying? You email me one world one hood at Gmail, and I'll make sure you get in.
Yes, sir.
You
I'm
know,
gonna do it right now, my brother.
all right, that's what's up. That's what's up.
All right. You
And
say
that
let me make sure I got your Gmail straight. One world one hood at gmail.com.
yes,
World.
just spelled out just like my name. And that's for anybody, any of y'all guys that's out there. Y'all want to get into the back chat. This is where we get a little more hands-on. We talk about the things every day. We expound on things. We go through other stuff too.
I got you. Thank you. I'm gonna get off the line and let you handle your business.
Hey, thank you, brother. Thank you.
I'll be emailing you shortly.
All right, all right. Can't wait to see you. All right, all right. We got a brother 221. You want to unmute and introduce yourself? How you doing?
Hey, what's good, man? This boss.
Ha ha! The boss, the young Jedi. What's going on, bro?
Yeah,
Here.
man. I just want to get on the chat real quick. You had said that you wanted to ask me a question back in the back chats, but I can't remember what it was now.
Oh yeah, no. You know what? When we do that one, we'll keep that one in the back chat. That was
All right, I got you.
yeah, you know how we do with that, and that's for everybody. You know what I'm saying? When we do our work, this is just how we. All right, so I gotta make. Who are you? I made sure I should have modded you up. I think all the young Jedi's should be modded up. Harry, what's popping, Broham? Raphael, that's Demon. Hey, I see that's what I'm talking about, family. I see all of y'all in here. I see y'all in my magic mirror. You know what I mean? Yo, I mean, boys, why don't you turn on your unit? Why don't you show everybody, you know what I'm saying, what you got working back there? You buy your are you buy your are you buy yours?
Yeah. Hold on. This is my first time working this program here. Let me see here. I think that's it. Hold up.
Where the hell I put my trees at?
There we go.
Okay.
All right. I got this unit. I actually got a couple. I got like 4 units. See, that's my second one. I got another big one out back here, but that I'm testing on and whatnot. But these are just the demonstrations and whatnot. My first unit that I worked on here with, or I'm still testing here because I'm still running different projects through it or whatnot, trying to see what I can do to boost it or whatnot. I got a Pringles can, just a regular Pringles can, and it's sitting on some magnets. I got a magnet under it, and it's just floating. So I mean, it doesn't have any bearings or whatnot. I mean, you could put a little grease on a little plastic or whatnot to make it, even better, but it ain't gonna do too much. So we got that sitting on there. We got the magnets across there taped on to the sides and whatnot. The same height of the core. So I got welding rods in the back of it here. I mean, this thing kind of hard to work here. All right. Yeah, I got welding rods in the back here, but I also got to have an iron core with it. So if you know the magnetic field moves through the core and in the circle as how the current is going, you can have iron interrupt the core if you just put an iron piece on. This is an iron top. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to run this coil here. And then when I put the iron core on versus when I take it off, you will see the difference in the oscilloscope or whatnot. So we're going to run it with it off first. Let's see.
So you know what? When I send you some of these batteries, I'm gonna send you some of my ferrite if you don't have any over there. So that way, when you do these again, we like to see you do that test with all 3. Because the ferrite, you know what I'm saying, that's what you see inside your little radio. You know what I'm saying? That's what gives you the booster in your signals on the radio. You know what I'm saying? That's why I decided to go for ferrite.
We got plenty of ferrite. That's not an issue. We got plenty of it. But see, the thing is, I found out when by reading on the oscilloscope and watching both the welding rods and the ferrite work, due to the fact that these welding rods, they have carbon/iron in it, and some of them have carbon/ it waves just like a ferrite. That the frequency response on welding rods are high, but you got to get the right ones. I got the E6030 or E6013s. They're easy to find. You just type in E6013 and it'll pop right up. But yeah, so this has the same frequency response as these ferrites. So I just leave these in here or whatnot. And I use this iron top to interrupt the magnetic flux to allow it to boost the push on it when it pushes or whatnot. So I'll show y'all here in a second. Get it here. I think I'm gonna do about 13.2 volts. Then get that bad boy spin real quick. And what we looking at here, hold on. Got some wires touching. All right. And what we're looking at here on the oscilloscope, it says down here, while it's spinning at 13.2 volts, 140 milliamps. It's coming in at, you can see the volts down there flashing. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the knob a little bit so that way it can go up. I wish I had a camera stand for this thing for y'all so y'all can see everything more adequately. But this thing's just whizzing right now. It's going real nice right now. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I got to turn the knob here. I got real stats because I kept blowing out my potentiometers. So I had to beef it up a little bit so I can push what I want to with that thing. So while I'm still running my tests, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to just twist this a little bit. What's going to happen is this is going to change, but I can't do both and hold this camera at the same time. Well, maybe I can. Hold on.
You beefed up your potentiometer to what?
A real stat.
Real stat.
Yes. So what you see is ceramic. It's 100 watt. It's 100 watt. 1,000 ohm real stat here, and it got coils wrapped around it here. So when it turns on this right here, this is the center tap here. When this turns, it goes from side to side all the way around. So it touches just like another potentiometer, but it's way bigger and you can do way more with it without blowing stuff. And I got a smaller one too. This one's a 25 watt one, and that's 500 ohms.
I'm gonna have to check into that.
So that's just for experimental purposes only. Once I get everything together, you know, I'm not gonna need this. I'm gonna put like the actual resistors and the actual values of the things that I need once I get it set. But this is for test purposes. So I spent a little bit of money for these for tests only. I need tools to test with it, equipment to make things adequate here. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and twist this like I was saying here. It's coming in at that. Let me get back to it.
I see that. Hold on one second. Well, Mike does. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Spirit, Hookup Mike does. Get him into the back chat. You know what I'm saying? He said he's got some diagrams for us to check. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we can go. We check his channel. He check our channel. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I'm always into seeing diagrams and other people's schematics and stuff like that, and putting stuff together, especially, you know, if they're down for the cause, you know what I mean?
And you see, as I turn up the rheostat, the amperage is going down. So the draw from the battery is way lower. I can go up more, but I just twist it a little bit, and the voltage is going up a little bit high. Let me scoop that back a little bit. Y'all can see that better, how the waves going through. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that piece of iron on the back of it, and it's going to push a little bit different. So when I put it on there, you're going to be able to tell the difference, I hope. Right there.
Hold on.
Hold on. Let me slow it down a little bit because it's not triggering right.
Mike,
all right, there we
Mike,
go.
Hold on. Let me put this. What was it? The invite, right? I still got it there. Here you go. Mike, come holler at me.
But yeah, I mean, that's all I'm working with right now. I could show you the 3,000, or actually I got 4,000 turns around this thing. I can show you the voltage coming off that thing if you want to see it. Let me go ahead and hook it up for you so you can see.
Coming at what size? What gauge wires you using?
I use 29 and 26 for this one. 29 and 26. Nice. Yeah, so that way I can get more wires around this thing.
Yeah,
you're not going to be pushing too much current. You're going to be pushing mainly voltage. So as far as small wires or whatnot, amperage is not an issue if you got it hooked up right.
I see you got the little capacitor box, and I got all of those. I got the boxes of all of them shits up in there. the capacitor, diodes, the resistors. I got all these things. I had to put them up away. I like the way they put them in the little bags and number them and shit. You know.
Yeah, it's quite organized. So basically, I got this turned up to 100 volts. This is the I got it hooked up backwards, but you can see how it's hitting. It's going off the chart. Like it only measures up to 736 volts, so it's going past that.
Yes.
And that's on the upside. Now I didn't show you the other side. Now when I show you the other side of the wave, okay, that you can still see little spikes coming in on the other side every now and then. Now if you was to rectify that, like I gotta tune this a little bit better with this rheostat. It's not really tuned right now, so it'll come in a lot better. But right now I gotta tune it, and it's kind of hard to hold everything to, readjust everything right now.
Now, see, for everybody looking, you see those long little spikes going on. That's what we're collecting. That's where we're getting the power from. We're collecting all of those little spikes. You know what I'm saying? These spikes collect for us inside, and because you got to understand that your coil, this coil is also acting as a capacitor. It's working at two different functions at the same time. It's not just a coil; it's also a capacitor. You know what I'm saying? And this is how we are storing inside the dielectric field. You know what I'm saying? And these spikes are what we're getting. And you see how he's showing you some of the spikes are going off the map. He can't even read them on his oscilloscope. He can't even read it. That's how high his inductive spikes are.
But I mean, that's only at 13. That's at 13 volts. I mean, you pushing 40 volts. So you knocking a little bit harder.
And I got how many cores I got on mine? I got how many cores is pushing right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 cores is pushing. I got 4 more ready to put on there. So this is the reason why when I burn stuff out, I make one little, you know what I'm saying? I push one little wrong button, and next thing you know, everything is start over. So we're pushing a lot of power here.
But yeah, that's about all I got going on over here. I'm still doing a lot of experiments or whatnot and seeing what works. So I'm gonna turn this up a little bit, seeing what works or whatnot.
You got to get a tach meter so we can see how fast I can see how fast your spin is.
Yeah, it's still speeding up. Like if I don't hold on to this, it'll break loose. So I got to turn it down real quick. Like.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Start shaking on it. So yeah.
That's why I still didn't find anything better than the fidget spinner yet. The fidget spinner is holding his weight. You know what I'm saying? It's very balanced. You know what I mean?
I think I'm gonna have to go ahead and move on to what you got going on with the fidget spinner thing because I still haven't completed this project yet. Like this is still a working in the making right here. And I need to get something solid right now. I need to go ahead and put this together and I can work on this later. But yeah, it's still gonna be a working in the making or whatnot as far as the piece that delivers the magnetic field flux.
I mean, I'm gonna start having I'm gonna need you to see you put some inverters on the other side of that and
test some loads.
Yeah, see how much you can push.
Yeah, I only got one coil now. We was only reading that from one coil. This isn't hooked up. This one isn't hooked up. See, we're only reading it from this coil.
Yeah, see, I got some 30 wire, some 30 or 32 gauge wire over here. You're about to have me make a fucking super coil over here.
Hey, let me tell you something. Like, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to turn these wires coming off of here into a spark gap. About the 4,000 coils, because I only got one set of 4,000 coils. It's not a Bifila 4,000 coils. It's just one set. Okay, So just to get more inductments off of it, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put a spark gap circuit across here, and I'm going to have it carry over. And when the spark gap goes off in the transformer, it creates more potential difference, more up causing.
Yeah, big time. It's
It highs the resonance too.
Because actually it's like a constant discharge, and
Yes.
the discharge is where we're getting the spikes from. You know what I'm saying? So by using a spark gap, that's the fastest way we're going to get the fastest amount of discharge happening. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. So yeah, it's still in the making.
Hey,
I gotta figure this out.
Shout out to the Jedi. You know what I'm saying? This is what's going on behind the scenes, fellas. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we can come out here on live stream with y'all every so often, once a week, or even a couple of times a week. But we have more hands on than talk. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't have no bombs to drop for y'all. I ain't got no bells to re-ringing. I ain't got no songs to play. You know what I'm saying? All I got is work to do. You know what I'm saying? You see all of this stuff. You see what bosses got over here, and then if I gotta put my head in on some things, I gotta put my head in through all of those wires over there. So, like I said, you know what I mean? This is not about how you feel over here. I'm sorry if we don't give you to make you feel good. You know what I mean? We just about free energy here, and all of our units work. You know what I'm saying? When I say work, I mean I don't plug it into the wall no more. I done had this shit here for at least a couple of years running now. You know what I'm saying? I don't plug it I don't gotta plug it up to charge no more. I tell people, like, listen, I don't even want to argue with people no more. Like, you look at what it is. It is what it is. Exactly what it is. I said, you can see it right here. I got units on, stuff on. I got outlets on it, real deal outlets. You can plug in all the stuff you want. You know what I mean? JJ, I see you in my magic mirror. You know what I'm saying? There's always a way to handle everything. You know what I'm saying? There's always a way to handle everything. Yo, I need one of these days. I'm probably gonna show you the rest of stuff. Yo, the One World, One Hood shirts, the hats, the spandex, the outlet, all that stuff. That shit is real. This ain't no program on a computer where it can show you what it would look like and shit like that. This shit is real, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? That shit is real. This quality made into our shit. Like, this is Suboxy crystal. You know what I'm saying? And this is how we do our shit over here. I want y'all to know. You know what I mean? I just ain't been running around trying to do all of that. I'm not on no dictator shit here. You know what I'm saying? I'm your brother. One world, one hood. You know what I'm saying? You see, we got the young Jedis. We all are the Jedis. You know what I'm saying? I'm just your brother. You know what I'm saying? Helping you out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the. You know what I mean? Just your brother. You know what I mean? I might be a little more ahead of you, so I can help you not bump your head as you know what I'm saying, if you're on the same road that I'm on. You know what I mean? So anywho, you see that one of the Jedis has got a oscilloscope running in the background, and some of the other guys was telling me that they want to see me with an oscilloscope. Well, y'all can help donate for that part. You know what I'm saying? One World, One Hood, the Cash App. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how it's the spelled the same way. If y'all really want to see that. Other than that, I'm not really I'm not really pushing for your donations. You know what I mean? I'm not here for that. I'm just here to give you you know what I'm saying, the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? But it's spelled out just like my name, One World. I guess for Cash App, you got to put a $ in front. And then there's One World, One Hood, ONEWORLD, ONEHOOD. You know what I'm saying? And like I says, and that can always go towards some. Matter of fact, let me say how I'm supposed to say it. Because I know I did probably write it in here. So let me say, I'm not one of those. You see, all right, yeah. And I had thought about it, so let's see how it goes. Donations are always appreciated. I can always use some help getting tools and materials to further our learning experience. And since all of my work is open source, meaning open for the community that's interested, meaning you can always help the research by either PayPal or Cash App to One World, One Hood, spelled the same way it's spelled on the channel. You know what I'm saying? And it's any way you look at One World, One Hood, it always comes to me. I don't care where you look, try it at. If YouTube has Yahoo, Hotmail, I don't care, whatever it is. One World, One Hood leads to me. You know what I'm saying? ONEWORLD, ONEHOOD, spelled just like how my name is on the channel. All right. If you have any questions, join my Google Hangouts. You can always email me, leave your Gmail, and leave something in the comment section, or you can leave something in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? Like, share this video, turn on notifications to be informed, and thanks for watching. Let the God and Goddesses in you add a blessing to these words, and let the truth resonate within our heart chakras. May the force be with you. Flat motherfucking electrical power. Boss, you wanna say good night, peace to everybody out there? You did come in and show everybody your stuff.
Oh yeah. Yeah, peace to everybody in the chat. Should I don't do this live talk and stuff too much, so this is kind of weird, but you know, y'all folks take it easy and hey, peace.
Yeah, look for us. You know what I'm saying? We got more Jedis. We got Chris. We got Spirit Like Body. We got Mike. We got everybody. We got guys that's gonna start showing you some stuff here. You know what I'm saying? This is not, like I said, this is not one of those talk about it, make you feel good channels. We walk it here. You know what I'm saying? Well, we feel bad for our brothers in Texas that lost their power. That if they would have been part of this community, you know what I'm saying, they could have had a better chance of being a little more comfortable. You know, save some of their money and some of their food by being able to keep their refrigerators running without having to worry about, I have to make it to the gas station to buy gas to be able to power this, or I have to buy this in order to do that. You know what I'm saying? We showing right here that we taking this out the ether. Yo, remember y'all, there's 6 different ways to make a voltage, and paying for it's not one of them. Free energy. 6 different ways to make a voltage, y'all, and paying for it, we ain't gonna do here.